The worst of warnings, the most intensive of diplomacy, couldn't make President Putin blink. International norms are being shattered. The architecture of all our lives, and a siren to remind you that war has come to Kyiv, in a European capital, in a city that is going right round the world. And if that feels shattering, what is happening in terms of what governs all our lives, think about the lives of tens of millions of Ukrainians shattered. Think if you're a family wondering about your children's safety. You've got your suitcase packed. What are you going to do? We spoke to a philosopher who said, Ukrainians are just trying to live normal lives. I have 3 daughters, but quite possibly, he said, this is the end of our normal lives. And that siren has just reminded us.
Sums it all up.
Be careful. Be careful.
Indeed. Lise, thank you. Lise Doucet, our chief international correspondent there. Well, in response to Russia's invasion, as you hear the air raid sirens go off here, NATO, the Western Military Alliance, says it's activating its defense plan. The Secretary General, Jens Stoltenberg, warned whatever was necessary would be done to shield member countries from aggression, with fighter jets and warships on standby.
Right, let's go back to my colleague Clive Murray with the very latest from Ukraine. Clive.
Yeah, Ben, thank you. We heard air raid sirens just, in the last 10, 15 minutes or so. So we've had to put our flight jackets on, if you're wondering why this is happening. Indeed. Frank, thank you for that analysis there, Frank Gardner. Let's get a final word from our chief international correspondent, Lise Doucet, who's with me again. We heard the air raid sirens. We've put on our flight jackets. One wonders what the people of this city, and indeed right across this country, are now thinking. They prayed for peace, and with all the diplomacy over the last few weeks and months, they hoped that would be the case. Now we're in a major conflict.
The siren has spoken. The siren spoke live in our broadcast live, and that siren, not only did it strike fear in the hearts of all the Ukrainians being told to stay at home today, and some still bravely went to work, a siren telling them, be careful, something even more dangerous could come. But that siren was also heard across the UK and around the world. Everyone watching this broadcast didn't need to be reminded that we're in Kyiv with these beautiful, magnificent St. Michael's Cathedral, and a siren, an emergency siren, is saying that the war is getting worse, and the war that is having not just a profound impact here, but is shattering the norms that govern all our lives and have done so for decades. We are nothing less than turning a new chapter in history.
Indeed. Lise, thank you. Our chief international correspondent there.